Ein herzliches Willkommen zurück zu Greedfall. Wir sind jetzt gerade im Sumpfland und suchen nach der verschollenen Expedition. Ah ja, siehst du, jetzt ist der Weg frei.
You're perfectly right, my child. This passage must have been cleared by the expedition. We should follow it.
Und hier ist schon der erste Tote. Ring der Mutter Äbtissin. Hallo? Wollen wir mal hier hin? Und so wie es aussieht. Achso, ich wollte mal gucken, wie viel Munition ich eigentlich habe. Das wird mich mal. Oh, ich kann ja richtig schön ballern. Fein. Okay, das ist jetzt nichts Schlimmes. Das Lager, aber die können doch nicht so schnell ein Lager aufgebaut haben. Wie geht's? So kann ich hier nicht nach rechts. So kann ich nach rechts, aber wir gehen tatsächlich erstmal ins Lager. Ich habe euch nie zu dem Ort gefunden. Bin doch da. Ich rette euch doch wieder mal.
What's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead like our other companions.
Den kann
This
ich
is
nicht
all
ab.
your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Okay. Dann wollen wir mal die Leute befragen, ne? Yes.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what has led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
Sie nach den Gründen für den Streit
For
fragen.
what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matheus?
Without a doubt, the handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Nach den fehlenden Mitgliedern der Expedition fragen.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing, and I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. but Virgil's being disingenuous
Ja, ich
does
kümmere
not
mich
help.
gleich um den.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information. But you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Ja, ich weiß schon, auf wessen Seite ich bin. Zu den Trotteln.
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Nach den Gründen für den Streitwagen.
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matheus, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Nach den verschwundenen Mitgliedern der Expedition fragen.
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. There was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are not fighters. And they have better things to do than roam around their camp at night.
We've been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
Kann ich den im
So,
Sumpf
you haven't
verschwinden
tried to
lassen?
find your colleagues.
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy
Ja,
as
ja.
Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
Naja, Feigling. Der Typ ist so nervig. So. Okay. Wie komme ich denn dann... Achso. Ich muss hier nochmal raus. So. Also ich gehe dann mal und schaue mir das hier an. Oh, schön niedlich hier. Hier komme ich nicht hin. Dann machen wir es doch so. Machen das, was er vorgeschlagen hat, nach Süden zu laufen. Ich habe was viel Cooleres entdeckt jetzt. Lager. Okay, also komme ich jetzt hier. Wo sind die Viecher? Mama? Ist auf jeden Fall irgendwas.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion, he was struck from behind. With a mace, most likely.
Was habe ich noch mal? Ich muss noch mal gucken. Wissenschaft. 1 habe ich. Habe ich in meiner Truhe vielleicht? Ich kann mir das nie merken, was ich in meiner Truhe denn immer habe. Vielleicht habe ich irgendwas, was mir noch Wissenschaft gibt. Das wäre schon cool. Jo. Na. Nochmal zurück. Ja, das ist praktisch, dass das hier direkt in der Nähe war. Habe ich das angezogen? Nee. Ist nicht angezogen.
This man's death was no accident, nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace, and it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death.
Also fast dasselbe, was mein guter Freund gesagt hat. Muss ich noch mal gucken. Es ist etwas verwirrend. Ich da weiterkomme. Nach Osten, so. Ach, ich komme da durch. Kein Problem. Keine Viecher. Immer wenn ich es ausspreche, ne? Das ist jetzt gut. Mehr haben wir hier nicht. So lobe ich mir das. Da hinten sind hier auch welche. Deswegen mal vorsichtig weglaufen. Nee, doch nicht. Ah, wen haben wir denn da? Kein Schnuppis. Schnell, schnell. Jetzt habe ich geschlafen. Das war ärgerlich. Jetzt ist gut. Reicht. Nein. Immer wie dumm bin ich denn? Oh, stell mich aber gerade dumm an. Hast du dich gehalten? Halt mich bitte nochmal. Das ist sie. Joa, jetzt muss ich ein bisschen aufpassen. Ich sieh mal wieder das Ding an mal.
The body of this man was devoured by beasts, but it happened after he died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound. But alas, it is impossible to know who was
Es geht
wielding it.
mir ab. Aber ich lasse auch noch mal kurz
This poor soul was almost entirely
das
devoured.
machen.
He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. Anyone could have used such a blade.
Also, hier mordet irgendeiner. Fröhlich vor sich hin, würde ich behaupten. Aber wer ist dann so krass und schafft die hier durch die Viecher? Ja, halt auch schon etwas beeindruckend. Gehen wir mal kurz hier hin. Ich hab gerade gedacht, da oben leuchtet was, aber nee, doch nicht. Mist! Zack, du echt. Erst nochmal
These
untersuchen.
fang marks were impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn. But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Nadeig are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Okay, ich brauche hier keine Wissenschaft. Auch in Ordnung, das hier oben. Ich bin verrückt. So könnte ich zum Lager zurückkehren, oder? Nee. Hä? Also, hier haben wir einen Weg gefunden. Nochmal einen Weg lang. Kann ich hier durch. Ausgrabungsstätte. Das war den ganzen Weg nochmal. Mal zurückgehen, ist nicht schlimm. Bin ich echt gespannt. Konnte ich ja eh noch nie leiden, ne? Vielleicht sind alle schon umgebracht worden. Okay, sind noch alle da. Okay, jetzt bin ich gespannt. Machen wir aber wie immer eine leckere Speicherung. So. Hey!
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency, weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed.
Nach einer Erklärung für den Mord an den Forschern
I
fragen.
regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages. Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should
Boah,
never
ist das
have
ein
come without
Ätztyp.
an escort.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they protect their land. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to disguise a death.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous.
Gut, das ging
The
fix,
Order
gell?
Luminous sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues?
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries.
Nee,
And you will be rewarded, of course.
mal nicht mit.
This Renaigse tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Taleme. But he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, Cornelia should be the one to decide. Be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
Nee, allen offenbaren, was passiert ist. Dann
It
kommt es halt
seems to
zum
me
Kampf.
that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next.
Petrus Ruf. Oh. Ja, warum? Das nervt mich ein bisschen, warum jetzt der Ruf runter ist. Hätte ich mal nicht genommen.
Everybody listen. Alas, I must inform you that I found the dead bodies of your missing colleagues.
How awful. What happened to them?
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals. But it was all staged. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies abandoned to the creatures.
What? But why do such a thing? And who murdered them?
Brother Virgil confessed to his crimes in front of me.
Monster! You will pay for these crimes. These people you killed were our brothers, our friends.
You stupid goose. You really believe that I will let you pass judgment on me? You shouldn't have been so quick to accept these lies that could destroy our nation, and want to reveal them for all to hear. You are solely responsible for these deaths.
How dare you present yourself as the protector of our nation? Murderer!
Ja, sehr gut. schlachten wir schnell wieder das Kämpfen. Den haben wir noch da
Think you
hinten.
can face a woman of faith?
Dass die halt alle jetzt gegen mich kämpfen müssen, finde ich jetzt nicht so cool, aber ist es, wie es ist. Nun sei nicht so angepisst, das musste sein. Solche Typen kann ich nicht ab. Altes Pulvers der Information und Schildmedaillen. Lebenspunkte Heilung. Ich weiß, wer das jetzt kriegt. Und was macht die? Ja, Magie-Regeneration dazu. Also.
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil fled.
Nee. Ah.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices fled along with him. What a waste. So many people died.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of everyone, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable, alas. But you did what you thought was fair. Here, take this. As a token of gratitude for shedding light on these dismal events. Alas,
Oh.
we will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matheus's journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually.
Ja, ja,
Look
das
for
habe
any
ich schon
traces of
gesehen.
life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I
Aber
uncover
warum?
anything.
Na gut. Warum ist den Ruf? Ja, weil wir entkommen konnten. Jetzt nicht entkommen wären. Ja, das kein Problem. Ah, ärgerlich. Halt, ich muss wieder so Richtung Süden laufen. Wir gucken aber trotzdem mal, ob trotzdem was in der Truhe ist. Ja, der hier, glaube ich. Garten umhang. Warte mal. Hat jeder? Ich muss mal gucken. Hat jeder einen Umhang? Das gar nicht anziehen. Okay, dann wollen wir mal. Warte, wo lang jetzt? Hier lang, gell? Eine hier. Nein, nicht hier. Ach, ist das hier kompliziert. Nach Osten, so. Oh. Ja, jetzt bin ich jetzt mit. Hier ist das eine. Hier geht es jetzt nach oben. Hier waren die Viecher. So. Und jetzt, wie war das? Ich glaube schon hier hoch, oder? Genau, jetzt bin ich. Jetzt machen wir aber Folgendes. Kurze Speicherung. Ah, dass ich halt rufe. Aber gut, scheiß drauf. Ich mag die Fraktion eh nicht. Also von daher ist es wurscht. Hey, wieso kann ich hier lang laufen? Nett sehen die jetzt nicht unbedingt aus. Daher. Ja, ich hänge fest. So, erstmal hier gucken. Mal schön daneben schlagen. Prima. Alter! So machen die so viel Schaden, die Penner. Oh Gott, was hab ich jetzt wieder gefunden? So. Bin hier, glaube ich, schon etwas zu weit fortgeschritten. Die sind eigentlich echt zu stark. Ja. Schaff sie schon, aber die haben halt so massig viel Leben immer. Oh, schon wieder welche. So, da ist einer und wo ist der Rest? Seid nie alleine. Da hinten steht einer. Wäre es auch recht, wenn ich dich einfach meucheln kann und dann den nächsten. Genau so. Das finde ich vollkommen in Ordnung. Jetzt weiß ich halt nicht, ob hier noch wirklich... Wir schleichen lieber noch ein bisschen. Gehen wir schon gleich rein. Erstmal hier alles schön plündern. Rostiger Streitkolben. Also dann hier hoch.
I've never been that far into the swamp, but if I was to live here, I would look for a drier place.
Naja, trockenes Fleckchen ist ja schön und gut. Da hinten brennt was. Könnte es sein, dass das wieder so ein Hardcore ist, ja? Genau. Oh shit. Okay, seid ihr bereit? Ja, so dumm wie ich mich jetzt gerade anstelle, auf jeden Fall nicht. Sind wir gut ausgerüstet? Ich denke, das mal schaffen. Also jetzt renne ich erstmal hier hin. Machen wir den hier. Und dann gucken wir mal, was hier auf uns wartet. Es sieht groß aus. Warum? Der klappt da einfach nicht rein. Was soll denn das? Alter! Okay, dann machen wir das anders. Warte mal. Vielleicht ist da Donnerbüchse jetzt besser. Probieren wir es aus. keine weitere Rüstung. Boah, ey, ich hab's probiert. Du nervst mich. Ich muss noch mal gucken, ob die Pistolen doch mehr Schaden. Was ist denn jetzt passiert? Komm, schränkt euch mehr an. Ich will den nicht nochmal machen. Ich will den nicht nochmal machen. Boah, das knappe Shit. Was ist jetzt los? Los, schießt! Alter, bist du ein nerviger... Ich nehme lieber einen Heiltrank, weil ich habe ihn jetzt so weit unten. Nee, oder nicht. Ja, Feuer. Oh. Er war anstrengend. Muss ich jetzt echt sagen. Er war nicht ohne. Ich muss echt viel ausweichen, weil das hätte mich echt... Übles Viech. Finde heraus, wo der heilige Matheus ist.
Hermits often choose places like this when they want to live away from the world.
Normal. Was wird die Höhle sein?
This is incredible. People live here, and amongst them Saint Matheus, perhaps. We have to rummage through this place.
Okay, dann würde ich sagen, wir wissen nicht, wie groß die Höhle ist, dass wir hier am Ende dieser Folge angelangt sind. Ich sage ein herzliches Dankeschön fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Bis dann. Tschüss.